As a little girl growing up in China, I live in a very happy family. My parents just love me, they encourage me, so I feel I'm very lucky in this family.
So I grew up in Dallas. It was awesome. Mom and Dad grew up with a younger brother, Rex. We're 2 years apart. Went to Highland Park, and growing up in this kind of community, it was fun.
I think for me the biggest challenge I ever had is when I have to decide to continue my career or stay at home. At that time, I'm not a Christian yet. I did face a lot of decision-making process and confused, I don't know what to do. And I wish I know Jesus at that time.
Early on, about like freshman year of high school, and in that time period, I was trying to control certain circumstances and people and outcomes in my life. And one of those being the separation of my mom and dad, trying to figure out what that meant and how, I was going to move forward. In that time period, I did get in a little bit of trouble with the infamous Highland Park police.
My conversion experience is very slow. It took me a while because I was raised in China in a non-Christian family. So it is a big challenge for the leap of the faith. There's one time a pastor preached and he read a poem to the audience, and he said, we all have challenges in our life, there are always hard times. So then I realized sometimes I feel helpless. I don't realize somebody's with me, help me. And now I realize, okay, because he's carrying me. So that's the moment I raised my hand, I accepted Jesus.
I think it was in tough times is really when, the Lord does his best work, in my opinion. I had back surgery. I was bedridden for a few months. I was in a few car accidents, drinking and driving, things like that, looking back was definitely a dark time period. All that combined left me with a sense of, I don't have any more answers. I've lost control. Where do I go from here? And then I remember, the upbringing and going to church and all these things that have been tried to get drilled into my head over time. And it led me to, Christ.
I first came to this church because I met another mom at a school playground. And I was new, and I told her I'm looking for a Mandarin church because I will be able to worship in my native language. And she told me, how about Highland Park Presbyterian Church? I said, well, that's an English church. She said, no, we have Mandarin service. So that's how I came here that Sunday.
Over time, you start to really, prioritize your life and what's important. And, it was right between the eyes that the way I was doing it was not the best way. I really said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to really figure out what I've been told about what's in the Bible, what it means to be a Christian, to have faith. And as I did that, as I discovered more and more about Scripture and what it means to have faith, I started seeing changes in my life, awesome changes.
Now, after becoming a Christian, I feel love has so much meaning in it. And also I feel the more I know about Jesus Christ, and the more I know about His love, and the more I know how to live like Him.
Once we started dating, I was a little nervous. I saw and knew that he was a Christian, but I also saw that disconnect that he had. It took him a while to kind of open up, but after every study, he comes home with this complete sense of clarity, this weird confidence I've never seen in him. Just to see your best friend kind of grow like that, this was different. I definitely saw a change, and it was just really awesome to see.
Transformation for me is a long journey. And I don't think I will be able to do that without Jesus Christ in my heart.
Before, I really was going through the motions. I kind of felt myself, unsatisfied, if you will. There was still something missing. So now I feel like there has been a void that's filled. It's been, a thirst that's quenched. It's been all those things. And this purpose that I live with, you can feel it. And with every relationship, I feel like there is a purpose. And so it's really cool.